Welcome to This Week in JetHawks Baseball. I'm your host, Jeff Lasky. Our guest on this week's show is Lancaster infielder David Flores, who's approaching the JetHawks' all-time top 5 in several major offensive categories. Plus, a little bit later on, we'll play JetHawks trivia. We'll meet the Inland Empire 66ers with our reporter Scott Bluzewicz, and Will Thornhill will take us on a tour on what's going on here this week at the hangar. But back to Flores. David had a productive 2 seasons with the JetHawks and finally got a taste of Double-A coming out of spring training this year. But his career took a bit of a detour when he was sent back to Lancaster at the beginning of June. There's always different ways of handling adversity, but it appears that David Flores chose the right way to handle it because now he's hitting the ball better perhaps than he ever has in his professional career. And here we are with JetHawks first baseman and third baseman David Flores having a really special stretch here with Lancaster, including a game where he hit 3 home runs in a single contest. That's something not a lot of guys can do. What was that day? What was that post-game experience like for you after you had that magnificent night?
It was just a special day for me. I never hit 3 home runs in one game before, even taking it back to Little League or anything like that. The only previous time was I hit 2 home runs in Tri-City, but to hit 3 is pretty special.
You were in Double-A for a time this year and struggled. You've come back here and it really looks like you've kind of figured things out. What's that journey been like for you in that disappointment of coming back to Lancaster, but also growing from it?
At my time in Double-A, I did struggle, and I think I just took a couple of notes when I came back down and started over here, started fresh, started with a new approach, and especially taking during BP, I try to just hit the ball to right field, stay in the middle of the field the whole time in BP, and I think that's translating into the games a little bit more.
Yeah, you've always been a guy who's been able to take advantage of mistakes. You've shown power. You've hit a ton of doubles while you were here. What's making you a more complete hitter maybe this time around?
I think just being able to sit back on the off-speed pitches and drive them up the middle, drive them the other way, and that's going to keep me locked in when the fastball does come middle in to just be able to react and get to that pitch.
You were a very good defensive third baseman. And so it's a real plus for the team now that you're at first base mostly because you can take that in. But your reactions are very much like a third baseman. How do you think you're maybe a bit unique playing first base?
Playing first base has been a lot of fun. I think I just like to knock down the ball, get it over to the pitchers covering first base. My reactions are pretty good. So it's been a lot of fun playing there.
Sometimes you feel like you have to fight the second baseman to get to balls that he thinks are his?
That's what a big problem I'm having is I think I can go try to get all the balls, and sometimes I got to realize that there is another guy next to me that needs to make the throw over to me, so I need to relax a little bit and then play my position.
Well, David, it's been fun watching you play your position and swinging the bats, and just keep it going.
Thank you.
All right, that's David Flores. We're going to find out now a little bit about the opposing teams here for the series with our Scott Bluzewicz. Scott?
Thanks, Jeff. The JetHawks welcome the Inland Empire 66ers to Clear Channel Stadium. Inland Empire has played well in the second half and are currently third in the California League Southern Division's second half standings. The 66ers are led by 2 top hitters, outfielders Matt Long and Cole Calhoun. That's a look at the Inland Empire 66ers. Now back to you, Jeff.
Thanks, Scott. Now let's play JetHawks trivia. And for our question, we go back to our guest, David Flores. David had that 3 home run game earlier this season. Well, the all-time California League record is 4 home runs in a single game. It's only happened twice in the history of the league, dating all the way back to World War II. And both the players to do it were former JetHawks. Believe it or not, they did it within a month of each other. So that's our question for you. Who were the 2 JetHawks players who each hit 4 home runs in a single game? While you're trying to come up with the answer, let's find out what's going on at the hangar this week with our Will Thornhill. Will?
Thanks, Jeff. We're here at Summer Splashdown as we end this homestand, but we're looking forward to the next one starting on August 3rd, Wednesday night. It's another We Win, You Win Wednesday here at the ballpark. If the JetHawks win, you get a free ticket to the next Wednesday game. Thursday night, of course, it's Cheers Buck Beers, so make sure you grab all your friends, come out and enjoy some dollar beers through the 6th inning. Friday night, it's another fireworks show. This time, it's a salute to Star Wars, so bring out your R2-D2, C-3PO, Stormtrooper costumes, whatever you got. Lightsabers are welcome on Friday night. Saturday, it's the final game of the 4-game set. It's the Kaboom Coin Bank giveaway. Lots of great reasons to come out to the ballpark. Of course, we're always looking for new ways to have fun. Back to you, Jeff. Okay, all right. Summer Splashdown.
All right, thanks, Will. Before we get out of here, let's give you the answer to our trivia question. We asked you who were the two JetHawks players who within a month of each other made league history by swatting 4 home runs in a single game. The answer, back in 2007, Aaron Bates and Brad Carell. That'll just about finish things up for us. We do want to thank everyone involved in this week's show, our reporters, Scott Bluzewicz and Will Thornhill, and our very special guest, David Flores, as well as Radom Productions for putting together this week's program. As always, you can find anything that we do online at JetHawks.com. This is Jeff Lasky saying we'll see you next week on This Week in JetHawks Baseball.